So good morning student. Chapter 7 in science, conservation of plants and animals. Student, this is the chapter of our periodic exam, and you know that there are 9 chapters which will come in the examination. So this chapter is very important for the examination point of view. The name of chapter is conservation of plants and animals. This name means to protect our plants and animals. How we can protect, how we can save our plants and animals. This will be study in this video. So the first point, you know that there are so many varieties of plants and animals, and human being is the most greedy and cruel among all the living organism. They nowadays human beings are has started deforestation on a very larger scale on the name of their development, in the name of their residential areas. So these are certain causes by which they are doing their deforestation. But there's, of course, the deforestation is a very negative thing which impact or which are creating a bad effect over the earth, not only the earth but also every living creature who are on the earth. So the first thing is deforestation and its causes. So deforestation is a cutting of trees. As you know that in a surrounding there are so many kinds of trees, so many varieties of the vegetation. So when we cut the trees, when we cut the trees on a larger scale, this is known as deforestation. Whereas the opposite word of deforestation is reforestation. So here we are discussing the deforestation. What are the causes? So there are so many causes which are mentioned here. Procuring land for cultivation on the name of the cultivation. This is a thing because of overpopulation nowadays we need more food, more grains. So there is need to produce more food and grains. That is why we require more land for the cultivation. That is why deforestation are occurring. Deforestation take place. Next is building houses and factories. Yeah. So we have to develop more, we have to develop our lifestyle, we have to improve our lifestyle, and that is why we are establishing so many factories, and because of the overpopulation we require more land, more areas for our residence. So the building houses, so we require more land for our residential areas. That is why deforestation are taking place. Now the next is making furniture or using wood as fuel. So you know this is the least important topic here under the deforestation. Yes, of course, the wood from the trees are used in the making of furnitures, and in the villages still people are using the wood and sticks and the part of the trees in their preparing in the preparation of the food as a fuel. So these are certain points which these are the certain points which are responsible for deforestation. Now the consequences of deforestation means what are the after effect. Now deforestation has been taken place, but what will be the after effect, or what will be the result of the deforestation? You know that deforestation means removal of trees. So you know what is the importance of trees. This is the major thing which we have to understand. So trees are what? Trees are the lungs of the earth. They do they are the receiver of carbon dioxide. They take carbon dioxide, and in the place of carbon dioxide they give us oxygen by the photosynthesis. This is the major important role of the trees. But if we cut the trees, so who will take our carbon dioxide? Who will convert this poisonous gas into the oxygen? So first major thing is this, the increased amount of carbon dioxide. If trees will not be there, to convert the carbon dioxide into the oxygen, then the level of carbon dioxide will be increased, and Due to this increased carbon dioxide level, the temperature of the earth will also be increased. This is known as global warming. And this carbon dioxide and all the polluted, all the harmful gases like as SO2, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide are responsible for the depletion of ozone layer. This ozone layer is very much important. This layer actually protect us or save us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. So this is the major consequence of deforestation. Another is, as a result, the after effect of deforestation is not only the global warming but also the two natural calamity, or we can say the two natural disaster, which are the flood and the drought. Flood means the excessive water, whereas the drought is the least available water. So when the trees will not be there, trees attract the cloud. It is said to be that trees attract the cloud. They causes rain. They are the major reason for rainfall. If trees will not be there, rainfall will be lesser, and if rainfall will be lesser, then the moisture content of the soil will also decrease, and then the soil becomes sand, and this conversion of soil into sand due to the lack of moisture content is known as desertification. This is also the consequences of deforestation. Now you know that the conservation of forest and wildlife, this is very, very much important, and we have to learn the national parks, sanctuaries and biosphere reserve, which is given here. So the conservation of forest and wildlife, we have to protect our wildlife. We have to protect our forest. If we want to survive properly on the earth, if we want to exist on the earth, then we also have to save our flora and fauna. Flora means the vegetation, all type of plants, and fauna means the animals. We are blessed to have a very rich flora and fauna, but because of the greed, because of the greed of the human being, this is a natural behavior of all human beings, we are losing our flora and fauna. So we have to save. So there are lots of national parks which are created to save our flora and fauna. What are sanctuaries, children? We can divide the protected area or the reserved area for keeping our plants and for keeping our animals in a safer environment. So government has made so many national parks. Government has made so many sanctuaries. These sanctuaries, the definition is given here: areas where animals protected from any disturbance. Okay, so sanctuaries are the protected area where the animals are kept and they are not disturbed by anyone. National parks are the reserved area for wildlife or for wild animals. In the national park, animals can move freely. Okay, so this is the national park. Biosphere reserve is the larger area where the national parks and sanctuaries both can be present, like this. See, this is the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Okay, this is the whole map of the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve, and you can see that there's a national park also, there is a sanctuary also, Bori Sanctuary and Satpura National Park, but the whole area is reserved for the wildlife, and this is known as Biosphere Reserve. So this is all for today, children. I hope you all have understood. If you have any query, please ask me by the WhatsApp group. Thank you for watching this video.